Let's do some chit chat for some time, just for 2 or 3 minutes more, so that we can, if anyone is joining, so we can wait for them. Okay. Anyone want to unmute and want to discuss like their experience? Want to discuss how it's going? Okay, Ritu, no worries. I'll share my work later. Right. Okay, Rashmi found it helpful. Um, Learning a lot since working with pastels for the first time. Okay, happy to know. Yes, ma'am, it's very helpful and if we gain confidence. Okay, that's nice. Good to hear. So one by one, what I'll do, first of all, I'll check your works. Okay. And then if you have any questions related to your work, so we'll discuss that quickly. And after that, we'll just start with the background. Okay. So I can see that Poonam is sharing her work. Let's discuss. Hi, Rashmi. Okay. So I will spotlight. Okay. Good, Poonam.
Hello. Yeah, hi.
Good job. Good job. It is how you are you liking it?
Yes, I really liked it. But it is not easy, I would like to say.
Yeah, this
Needs a
is
lot
your
of patience and
is this your first time?
yeah, it is my first time actually with the oil pastels. I tried with my old oil pastels, but that were very patchy and very messy.
Hmm.
So I purchased and done this with the new one.
This is looking beautiful. Can you see the difference between both?
Yes, sure.
So sometime what happened, I'll tell you, like sometime you think like maybe this medium is not for me just because your pastels were not correct.
Right.
Mm. And then second one, this is your first one, and I'm impressed to see your work. Like if this is your first, and if you tried few more times, see, stick to same thing, right? And watch these video again and again and again and again. Every
Sure,
time you will feel the difference. Every time,
sure, sure.
right? And I challenge you, do at least 10 times. One subject
Okay.
study, just tomato, right?
Right.
Pick different tomatoes and try to study, improve your observation skills and decision making skills. What will happen? And then show me the 10th one. Okay, there will
Okay,
be a
sure.
huge difference. Yeah,
Sure,
good
I will
job.
share with you definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you
wonderful.
so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Okay, who's coming next? Veena. I'll put you in spotlight. Okay, very nice. Show me from distance. Show me from. Okay, these tomatoes are looking quite juicy tomatoes. Beautiful, beautiful. You practice this. Which one you practice first? This one or this one? This one is the first one, right? You are muted. Unmute. Yes. So this one is first one.
Yesterday in the class we did, and background only at home I did. And this one was your homework. You
Very
told
nice.
us to finish the thing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you liking it?
Yeah, ma'am.
And you are doing it for the first time, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How is your experience? I want to know.
So it's very great, and we need lots of patience and you to teach us each and every detail very
Oh,
nicely.
wow.
Explanation was very nice.
Thank you so much. And I can
We,
see that
we
you are
gain.
really
I
hardworking.
gained lot of confidence also that I
Okay.
can do.
That's very nice, very nice. I can see that you are hardworking. You implement whatever I say, you implement that,
Yeah. Yes,
right?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful work. Good job. Good job, Veena.
Thank.
Only what I can say that highlight is yellow. Try to put some white also and then
Yeah,
dab it
ma'am,
with.
I tried, but that white is not sticky.
Okay, right. So you then get that one which I shared
Yes,
yesterday.
ma'am. I'll try. I'll get it.
Yeah. That is very helpful for, when you are putting highlights on top.
Yes, ma'am.
So just get that one and it will, you are sorted there.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you.
I'm so happy with your work.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Hiba, let's see what Hiba is doing. Hi, Hiba. Show me
Hi,
from
ma'am.
distance. Hi. Yeah, it is looking so good. It is looking like realistic.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm doing oil pastels for the first time.
Doesn't
I
look
was
like you
that
are doing it for the
confident.
first time. Everyone is saying doing it for the first time, but you guys are doing such a good job. My first oil pastel was such a pathetic, and you all are doing such a good. I'm really happy with your results.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. I didn't know that oil pastels can go this smoother.
Okay, right. So it's just a technique, right? Anyone can learn. It's a skill. And if you say we need patience, so we need patience with every medium. We need patience with watercolor, we need patience with acrylic, we need patience with oil. Every medium needs patience. But the thing is, once you master the basics, once you know how to start, once you know how to handle, this is one of the easiest medium I can bet.
Ah, yes, ma'am. I think so.
Yeah, what you can do, Hiba, if you want to make more 3D and realistic or you want to create more depth, focus on darker areas more. Like now
Ah,
you can pick your dark violet color and you can start adding light with lighter hand, add darker layer wherever you feel the dark color. And then again use red on top. So we are mixing. So we are
ah,
creating darker version of red. We don't need violetish red, we want reddish violet. So that means red will be dominant,
okay, ma'am.
right? Yes.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's looking good. Beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, who's coming next? I'm excited to see your works. Anyone else? Okay, Neelam, you have something? You want to share something? Okay, wait. Okay, good job. Uh, First of all, just remove this blur and
Yeah, one
see your
moment.
work.
This
Good, very good. Looking realistic.
So I think I need more layers
Yes,
because
you need more layers and red will go. So this is just a halfway. I can say this is 50 to 60%, but you have done a great job, right? Just move forward and 40% needs to be done. That means focus on darkest area more. And these tomatoes are like looking, have you noticed that tomatoes when they are quite um, not that much reddish, they are in middle somewhere, right?
it's yellowish, yeah.
Yeah, so it's looking like that. So if you want these to be a little bit sweeter, so make it reddish,
Make
right?
it red.
Not too red, but it should be a balance. So I'm
Right.
liking this much. This taste is really good.
Only thing is this violet, which I put for the darker areas,
Hmm.
that what I was asking you before, it doesn't seem to blend with the red.
Okay, that means your violet is not good. Pick some any other color.
Oh, okay,
This
okay,
can be a reason. Sometime in one single set, we face this problem. Few
okay,
colors are so hard that it is impossible to work. Right.
okay,
So mostly yellow color, orange color, red color, these are soft. And
okay,
your darker tones, especially like violet, brown, these colors are hard. So then you have to find some substitute,
okay.
right? Look for some darker shades. So I have shared yesterday that if this is not working, pick this one. If this is not working, pick this one.
Yeah.
Find something which is darker than this
Yeah.
one, right?
Okay.
It should not be black immediate. Black we are going to do later at the
Later.
end. Only 1%, right? And look for whatever you have. So you are free to use whatever color you have in your set,
Okay, okay.
right? Yeah,
Yes.
great. Good job. Oh, that means I'm doing a really good job.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, right. I'm so happy to see your results. Anyone else? Gopal, have you done something? Do you want to share? He just joined.
Sorry, ma'am, I was traveling yesterday throughout the day, so could not get time to do that.
Okay,
But I'm
okay.
referring to the
No
I will
problem.
be doing it.
Right. So we are starting today's session, and later you go and watch the recording. I will recommend you all to go with the recording multiple times. Still, you have access to those recording, right? What happens when we just go and repeat same thing again and again and again and again? You will learn new thing, right? So I always say this, don't go broad, don't look for multiple things. It's better go deep. Go deep and look for what I can do to improve my work. Right now, if this just 3 days you were here, right? You understand that information, you learn and you implement it. Now, if you go back again, right? And what is a right way of watching recording? I'll share with you. Most people, they do complete wrong. When you follow any recording, first of all, just watch for 10 minutes, right? Hear what I'm saying, write what I'm saying. Maybe I'm sharing some small, small tips there, right? And then after that, you implement. Again, you watch 10 minutes and then again you do what I am sharing. So this practice you have to do in a separate sheet. You have got 5 extra sheets, right? 4 extra sheets for practice. Now you have to practice this thing again. Okay. And once you do it again, once you finish first recording, second recording, third recording like this, and then you practice again. Okay. If you really want to improve, if you really want to master this medium, so go like this and then share your works. Okay, I'm not going anywhere, I'm here only, I'm going to help you. So until and unless you finish this project, I am with you, right? But if you're ready to do hard work, I'm here to guide you. Okay, so this is how you do. Still you have recordings, you can go and you can watch multiple times and implement the steps, right? Okay, so let's start with day number third. Tell us how can we use the pencil on pastels. So we are not using pencils on pastels at all, right? This is purely oil pastels. I have seen many artists what they do. How they will use watercolor, how they will use pencils. So how you can call it this is a oil pastel work? We are purely using oil pastels here. I have shown you what you can do. You can sharp your pastel. If you want to work with tiny lines, so you can sharp your pastel, right? Or you can make it like with the this paper cutter, you can make it really sharp, or you just cut down the edge. And every time if you want to do any detail, use fresh edge. Okay. And maybe at the end, if I get some time, so what I will do, or some other day, first of all, you finish your projects, I will give you a checklist, is a kind of checklist, which if you practice every single day for at least 15 minutes, you are going to master all patients, right? These are the basic technique which no one is teaching. And if you focus, people take these technique for granted. They will just focus on complicated things, but they will not focus on basics. So I will give you the list, that list of exercise that you can do on daily basis. I still do. I still do. And I have learned these exercise when I was learning my fine arts, right? And for 1 month, I was continuously practicing. Now it is so easy for me to do random sketches. It is so easy for me to do any freehand drawings. So this is what I'm giving you. So if we got some time today, so we'll do it. If not, so I'm going to announce you in group any day whenever I have some time. Till then, you focus on these videos, right? Okay. Any other question? If not, we'll just quickly start. Okay, so we'll start now. I'll switch to my another camera. And meanwhile, please keep yourself muted so that we all are focused, right? Otherwise, if someone is unmuting, so we will get disturbed. Okay, so I'll switch to my another screen. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to do this kind of backgrounds. So first of all, let's study the background. What is that, right? Um, I will show you one portion. So I have done this one. So I will show you this portion, right? Maybe this one or this one. Let's see how much we can cover. So what if I show you this entire portion? So it is not difficult then. You will able to tackle this area. You will able to tackle these bottom area, right? So this one you will easily able to do it if I teach you this top section. Okay, so it's the same thing everywhere. I'll just show you this, how to achieve this kind of darkness and how to achieve this kind of results, right? So first of all, whenever you are studying your reference images, what we have to see, you have to ask yourself this question: is my line drawing is crisp? Is that area crisp or blur? If it is blur, what is the amount of blur? Is it too blurry or is it less blurry? Somewhere in middle, right? Because now you can also check if you have finished your work, you can check that this area, have you kept it like quite sharp? If it is sharp, it will look like your pastels are sitting on top. And if you want to make it part of that subject, if you want to make it part of the floor, so what you have to do, you have to little bit blur the area. Then it will become part of it. Right now, also with tomatoes, what is happening? You all are doing good, but check if these highlights are looking like sitting on top and how you can make it like a part of that subject by just dabbing with finger. If you do like this, that sharpness will go away and it will become little bit blurry, right? And if it is blurry, so it will look like it is part of that tomato. It will not look like that it is sitting on top. So this you have to follow every single time whenever you are doing layering. Let's say you did 5 6 layers, so after that make sure that you dab it this way, right? So that sharpness will go away. Right. So same way, like the way we have selected the color palette for this tomatoes, same way we are going to select for the background. So this is again kind of repetition for you. Okay. So I have my colors here. And now I'm going to select color palette again. Okay. So always keep your reference picture in your front, maybe vertically or maybe like this, you can keep it. And now select the colors. So whatever colors I feel like this can go. So just select those colors, right? So what I can feel here, no, I can't zoom that entire thing. Maybe I can. So here, first we are going to select the color palette. Let's say there are different kinds of brown and flesh tint. Also, I can see skin color, or I can also see. So pick whatever you can feel that this is there in your work. Okay, pick whatever you feel. Now what I will do, I will select all colors. So first I'm going to pick white, then I'm going to pick brown. So pick all the colors which you feel like it can go. And I am not sure whether I'm going to use all these colors or not, but I will just pick. Okay, and maybe yellow ochre. I have also this one. Here is yellow ochre. I will use this one. Rest for darker shades, what I can do, I can, for darker shades, I have two options, black or this dark violet. So I will keep both. Right. I also have so when we are working on tomatoes, there will be some this reflected light for sure. Why? Because light is hitting from top. Because highlights we can see here on top of tomatoes. So that's why I can say light is hitting somewhere from top. And if light is hitting, so that means that light is entering here also. So first it is hitting tomatoes and then it is hitting ground. this table. So lights will bounce back. So this light will also be some reddish tone. So we can use red here also, right? So I will pick this red, which is scarlet red. Let's pick this one. I have this another red which we have used. This is just a plain simple red. I don't know what's the name, but you can pick any red, right? I think I have picked all the colors from my set. Now I think I don't need any other. So you can see all whatever colors I feel like I should use, I have picked all the colors. These are now completely greens and different colors, right? Let's keep it side. We are sorted. Now what we have to do, it's time to select the color palette because now you have just picked the colors which you feel like it can go. And now what we have to do, we have to simply select the colors according to your reference image, right? So here I have my reference image and now just check. You have color palette and you have these color. First of all, what you do, always arrange your colors from light to dark. This make it like a rule. Always arrange your pastels from light to dark. This will help you. I have these browns. I'm not sure which brown I'm going to use, but these are the colors, right? So I have nicely arranged. Now let's test one by one. Okay. So I'll pick white. White, you know, white is white. So it's okay. We leave it. Then we have this one, which is peach color. I'll keep it in same order, right? Another one is salmon pink. So this one is salmon pink. Then I have here light orange. Then I have deep yellow. Even when you are swatching the colors, make sure your pastels, here you can see a lot of pigment, right? So you clean it first, otherwise you will not get the correct shade. Clean it and then do it. So I got it, this one, then I will also test my yellow. So this is the yellow ochre, right? So yellow ochre here. And then I have orange. Let me put it here. This orange, then scarlet. This is scarlet. This is another red, which is little bit darker red. Maybe this is just a plain red. And then I have burnt sienna. This is burnt sienna. And burnt sienna is quite hard. So always avoid when you are layering. Let's say you layer at least 3, 4 times, 5 times. So avoid this color. Immediately don't use same day. Next day you can try. After 2 days you can try, but don't try immediately. It will not going to give you result. Then I have another color which is brown. So this you can see it's dark brown, right? And then this color is from Faber-Castell. So I'm not going to pick this one because you don't have this color. Let's keep it side. Then I have this one, which is dark violet. So wherever you feel like you need to add black, you can use this color. And then I have black. So black is at the end we are going to use, right? So here are all the colors which we have in this palette, right? Now I have to pick the correct one. So let's compare it. You can see your reference image and then you select the color. So which color you feel like it will go. So just based on your feeling, based on your intuition, you have to pick those color. So I can see this color will go, right? Because same color I can see somewhere here and everywhere. So if you notice it is here, everywhere I can see. Even if I see, even if I ask myself, so I can also see some of the portion here and there, here and there. So that means this is one color which will go in my base, in my very first layer, right? So I can keep this color. Let's keep it side. So this one, it's peach, I will keep it side. Peach and white. White, of course, we need white. And then second color, let's see which one is this. Okay, so second color, I can also feel it like orangish kind of tone, these kind of color here. Little bit darker than this one, right? So I can see that I can also use this one. So let's pick also this color. So it is light orange. Let me try again. Yes, so this is this color, light orange. Now another one, this one, do I need this color? Okay. Immediate yellow, I don't need, right? So what I need here, I need more like peaches, orangish tones. This color will go. So I'll remove the deep yellow. I'm not going to use yellow ochre. I'm going to use because I can feel this color somewhere I can use it, right? Now you don't have to be accurate 100%. It's okay to go here and there. You don't have to make just a copy of this image. You don't have to replicate. Just take idea, just take inspiration and do your own thing, right? So I can use this one, yellow ochre. Now orangish color, I can also feel like that if this is red and some light is reflecting here. So I can think about using this color. See here, I can see some little bit light touch of orange. Here also light touch of orange. Orange or you can say red. So red and orange I am going to include, right? So this orange I will pick and red I can pick this darker one. Not the brighter one, I can pick this darker one. So I'll keep this side. I will pick this color. Browns. Browns both are good, but this one is hard. This is burnt sienna and burnt sienna is hard. But again, I will test it whether it's working or not. So still I'll keep. So I have these two browns. I'll keep these two browns. And then violet, this violet color, obviously I'm going to keep it because I want to add darker shade. And then black, I have to, right? So I will replace these three colors. Now we got our color palette. Very simple, easy. Now it is so easy for you. You don't have to wait. You don't have to find in your set like which color will go. So there will be no time waste. You have done, this is your final color palette selection, right? Now I can easily work on my image. So and here I will keep this. So what is important? First of all, observation is important. Always observe your reference image. See if any area is dark. See if any area is bright or shiny, or you feel like it is quite sharp, or is it blurred. So when we do these studies, then only we should move forward, right? Another question comes, which will be my first layer? Ask yourself this question, that which color I should put first. Now start finding lightest color in this entire area or entire background, right? But we are working only in this area. So find one lightest shade which you feel like it can go in all the areas. So I can feel like here is this color. And if I apply everywhere, it will not be a problem, right? So mostly in this area. So I can feel it's quite light. In this entire area, I can use this color. So let's do it. Which color it will be? Okay. One more thing I want to tell you. When it comes to doing mixing with oil pastels, we have these colors, but how we can do mixing with oil pastels? So here are individual colors. I will mix some white and will check like what is the intensity of that color if I do mixing. So let's see. If I mix some white with this peach color, and I'm just working on half, not covering completely, so you will get idea. So I have used white here. Again, I'm going to white my pastel nicely. And then same way, I'm going to apply in all the pastels, all the colors, so that I will know what will happen if I mix my white with them. right? So this is the color. So what we are doing color mixing, right? So this is the intensity of yellow. If I use it, this is the intensity of this yellow. If I use it with yellow ochre, it is like this. If I use with orange, so half I'm doing. Red, brown. This is dark brown. Just give me a second. Okay. Just wait. Right. So here, brown, you can see this color. And then here, if I want to make lighter version of these, all these colors, so you can see I have applied here, right? So same thing you can do. You will get multiple shades if you add white. Okay. Now I can do same thing. If I want any lighter version of any color, let's say if I want this lighter shade and you don't have an accurate shade. So this way you can try, you can just test with your whites and ask yourself which one is more closer to these color. So maybe I can pick this one and I can apply this color, right? So with yellow ochre, if I mix white, so I will get this kind of results. So let's keep it very simple. Let's start. I'm first of all going to use this peach wherever I feel like. So just see how I'm doing. And it should be messy. Don't try to do clean works. Clean works are not professional works. Clean works are like it looks like immature, right? So try to be little messy. So here you can see I am just applying randomly this way. So I'll just cover this tomato from this side and I can see this peaches everywhere. So I will roughly apply. So we'll do one layer. First few layers will look like completely ugly. You will not even feel like it's working or you are working with this kind of subject. But that's fine. I just want to cover this much. Otherwise, it will be very time consuming and will not able to finish, right? So this one I did same. I want to also show you the darker portion. So let's do only this much. So here I will add same color because I can see here also. Be careful when you see there is a overlapping between background and foreground. So at the time you can use the sharpest corner of your pastel and then apply. When you are applying here also be careful or maintain some gap. Later you can use blending stump or you can use some tool to apply here, right? But stay away from the background. Or you can sharp your pastel and then you can work on these tiny area. So initially you have to take care of these things. Go with lighter hand, same approach. You can see from where I'm holding my pastel. If you hold from here, you will get the hard or you will see the hard impression here. If you hold your pastels from backside, no matter even if you go fast, you will not able to put a lot of pressure here. and then it will be lighter shade only. So I roughly applied, okay, this much area. Now ask yourself what color I can see next, okay? So maybe we can try this light orange, and some places like here, some places I can apply. So what we are doing layering here. So still it is like peaches, orangish kind of tone. Somewhere peach, somewhere orange. You don't have to be accurate. Just keep applying, right? So I'm not seeing where this color is. I'm just applying somewhere in middle this way. And I can leave some of the areas randomly. If you're struggling to fill these areas like paper white, that means more layers will go. Keep applying more layers, right? And don't expect the results below 5 layers. You have to at least do 6 layers, 7 layer, 8 layers, and then expect the results. So I'm just applying this way because more layers will go, and I'm staying away from this area, okay? I'm going fast, but you don't have to because I can manage. But initially, we have to go slow. Go slow as much as possible. First of all, what will happen? You will easily able to apply an entire sheet with even pressure. If pressure is uneven, then also you will struggle to blend the colors. And blending should naturally happen. It should not forcefully. So don't try to blend and fix the every. I see this, a lot of people are doing this mistake. What they do, they will put heavy pressure and then they try to fill those gaps. This is completely wrong way of doing it. If you are doing it, you will not go more than 4 layers or 5 layers. Okay, so keep your hand light. When you keep your hand light, you have lot of opportunity to go with multiple layers. So I roughly did, okay? And still you can see it is not even close to what we are doing, right? And now what I can do here, still I can see my drawing line. So these are direction lines. So first of all, we have to secure these direction lines. So just quickly go this way. And wherever you feel like you added those pencil mark, you just try to roughly do it, right? Now do with a messy stroke. Just follow the direction line. If you have done these lines, you will able to do it. And if you don't have, so then roughly do it. No problem. So here I can see some broken lines this way, right? Somewhere, and these lines are not clean. If you are doing clean works, I told you, if you are trying to do this clean work, this is immature. And if you want to do professional work, so what you have to do, come up with these kind of lines. Somewhere dark, somewhere line is dark, somewhere completely light, somewhere again dark, somewhere light. This is how professionals do, right? So same where here. So somewhere I'm putting high pressure, somewhere I'm putting completely low pressure. And I'm not worrying about how my background is looking. Is it same or not? You just have to capture the overall impression, how it is looking, right? So here, roughly doing it. Okay, we are doing only this much. Keep asking yourself this question, like where I feel like more dark. Is it more dark or is it less dark? Or do I have to put more layers here? Ask yourself these questions. So see how I'm roughly doing it. And leaving some of the base tones. It is also very important. Leave some of the base tones. Now this side is quite dark and this side is quite light. So first of all, what should be our approach? That focus on the area which is dark and the light is light. So first we will achieve those values. Once that is done, then we will focus on fixing those values. Okay, so this is a rough. And then again, pick some more darker brown. So I have another brown, which is this one I have shown you, this color. So let me try this one if it is working, right? So I will look for the darker area. So here is the darker area. I will again do same thing. I will quickly go and I will apply. So what I'm doing here, whatever shades I can see, I'm just trying to put those shades and not covering completely, right? Initially, it should look like this messy. Go with light hand. I'm not putting any heavy pressure here. Somewhere I'm adding those darker lines, somewhere I'm just keeping lighter hand, somewhere I'm not doing anything. And here is quite dark, this side. So we can apply more darker here. Right? This way. Now here again I can see it is, there are few, this way there are few darker lines, not much but few. So what to do? Just here and there and this way randomly. And once I am done this much, next what I have to do, again pick your lighter shade pastel, and this time we are going to again apply on top of this, right? Now if you ask me why we are doing this, so we have to build multiple layers, right? And we are just trying to fix the base first. It should become part of that subject. So how it will become part of that subject? When you keep applying layers and when you keep applying those lighter layers on top to make it part of subject. So now it is getting settled, right? So we are still working on layers. So this way I will just try to go and smudge these lines. Again, we'll go multiple times, we have to go on top. Because if you see here, these lines are not same kind of dark line. There are multiple shades here. And how we can achieve those shades? In different layers, right? Maybe it is looking little difficult to you right now, but it is not, believe me. I'll just go with this color. Even you can go with your yellow ochre or you can pick any color. So right now I'm using peach. You can try with your yellow ochre. So let's see how it goes. So here I'm using yellow ochre. And somewhere I will just blur these lines with yellow ochre. So I'm blurring those lines and little bit blending is automatically happening. I'm not doing much. Don't worry about this rough surface, as it will happen when you keep applying multiple shades. So right now I'm just trying to blur the lines, blur these darker shade which I just applied. And it's just like the way you apply layers with other mediums like acrylic, oils, watercolor. It's just like that. Only thing is with oil pastel, we have different approach, right? So this much is done. Now again, I will pick that dark color and I will again try to make some areas little bit more darker. So we are doing the retouches. So roughly going same way and randomly making some of the areas dark. I'll pick a little bit darker brown and just roughly adding those lines. Okay, so I know this area is quite dark. I will again go here and on top I'm going to apply one darker shade with light hand. So I'm doing same way, see, I'm just doing this way. No high pressure. And cover it completely because base layer you have already added. And when we go with light hand, it will not going to affect your base layers. Now at these layers, when you are adding, you have to be little patient. If you don't have patience, you can easily spoil. So we are adding these kind of touches. Right? So this much we have done. Again, what we have to do, use the same lighter shade, any lighter shade. You can also use this one. So let me try with this one. It is this color, which is light orange. So let me try with this one. Uh, this is light orange and this is peach. Okay, so I'll use peach color because when I use white on top of peach, what will happen? I will easily able to blend these colors, right? Okay, my card is full. Just give me few seconds and I will empty this card. Till then, you keep working. Okay. So what I was doing, I was using peach on top, right? Yes, I was using peach. So now I'm going to slowly in a small circular motion, I'm going to go this way. And what will happen? First of all, it will help you to fill these tooth area. I'll zoom it. right? So first, when we are blending, so what is happening? You are able to fill this tooth. So how you have to do? You have to go with a small circular motion with light pressure. No need to put any pressure here. You can go to low pressure to medium pressure, but don't use high pressure. Right? So what I'm doing, all the lines, whatever we have done, we are trying to keep these lines lighter. So lines will not go anywhere if you have done in a nice way or the way I'm showing you. It will remain there, but it will look like less blurry. Right? So I'm doing small circular motion. And these small circular motions you have to do when you do 3 to 4 layers of fifth layer should be at least your this. Do with the small circular motions. And again, it will go lighter, right? So it will go lighter multiple times. Then only we'll able to achieve those shades. So if you ask me why I'm doing this, so I will show you here. These lines, if you can see this darkness is not the same darkness or it is not even. There are multiple kind of shades. So how to create these kind of shades? It will happen in multiple layers, right? So this is what we are doing. First time, done. Same thing here. Again, we are going to blend it. Here, even you can do blending with some different color. Let's say I will pick orange and let me do blending with orange. And you can also do this way. Some places you can do with orange. Some places you can use lighter brown. Okay, lighter brown, it will cover all my shades. So we should not go with the darker shade. Lighter shades are good. Let me try with yellow ochre. Yellow ochre is little bit hard, but still I can manage it. I have to look for some lighter color. It is quite hard and not working much. So in that case, this is a good idea. Again, what? This peach color is a good idea. So I will just go with small circular motion here. This area you can take some time and do it nicely, but don't do in hurry. I am showing you with limited color palette. Same pastels we can do in a multiple ways, but here my aim is just to show you that how you can create or achieve realism or semi-realism with oil pastels, right? So that's why we are just working with limited shades here. And still we'll able to achieve it. So we have blended, right? Still you can see that paper tone is here. It is visible. Now what I have to do? Again, I can see some darker shades here, some kind of darker shade here. So you decide what you want to pick. Now someone can say that, oh, I can use red. Someone can say I can use brown. Someone can say I can use orange. So it's your choice. You can use any color. I'll show you with all. Let's say I want to use some orange impression here. So I will just randomly go and put some orange this way, randomly. Let's say some orange I want to put here. I want it to be visible in few areas, right? So I did it. I can also put some here, some here, some here. Randomly I'm doing it. Maybe I want to use some red, and red I want very less. So what I can do, I'll just go with my light hand and I'll quickly apply here and there. Maybe if it is not there, but if you want in your work, then also you can use it. Right, so roughly I'm adding here. Same way I'm going to add here, because this side is quite dark, and darkness we achieve with these shades. Reddish tone, then using more darker tone of red, like purple we can use. We don't immediately use one black color or one violet color. So don't you go with the flat color, always go with the layering technique. Right? So here most of the area is dark, so I can use red more. I'll keep the top section red more. So a little bit here, I'm using medium pressure. Right? Now I can go a little bit more dark. What I can use, I can again try with dark brown. So I will again go with dark brown. Now this time what you do, you can cut your pastel. Wait. Either you can sharp your pastel. So what I do, I sometimes do this. I'll sharp my pastel. And this is not a waste of color. You are doing some painting, right? So this way you can sharp your pastel. And if you don't want to do this way, so what you can do, this is how we make our pencils. And second way, you can simply cut the back side of pastel and make it sharp edge. Oh, it's again says card is full. So here, can you see I have make the sharp. Even if you want, you can make it sharp. So when we are working with portraits, we do this technique. We make it quite sharp and then we work. Sorry for this disturbance in between. I will again fix it. So I have shown you both the ways. Whatever you feel like it's comfortable for you, you can use that technique. And then I can easily go and I can do tiny, tiny details. If it is like somewhere you feel there is a wood kind of texture, you can go and create like this. Try to apply different kind of pressure. So you have to switch pressures. What I mean that if you want to apply pressure, So here you can say dark, then again lift your little bit, make it light, then dark, then light, then dark, light. This kind of work you have to do. Your line should have some variations. If you're able to achieve this, you will get a lot of help in doing details. Right? So here same thing I'm doing. Somewhere I'm putting more pressure, somewhere I'm putting less pressure, and it will going to give me a different kind of impression. Now here this side dark is more, it's more blackish kind of dark. But first I'm going to fix this side. Okay. What I'm going to do now, I will use white and then I will go in a small circular motion. Same thing. It is time consuming, but it will give you good results, right? So now I have applied at least 5 to 6 layer, maybe more than that. And now if I go with the small circular motion, I will easily able to fix these tooth, these paper texture. Close to subject, you have to do a really good job. Make your pencil, again, you can sharp your pastel and then you go around it. Here you can see. Make your pastel flat and then do like this. Don't use a tip part. That can peel your colors, right? So this is how I'll do. I'll go on top of that texture. So still that texture is there. So first we are only focusing on one area. If you want to just make realism, that is easy. You will achieve it fast. But if you want to make things blurry, it is like double task. Why? First you have to make the subject and then you have to blur the subject. So I'll just quickly go this way on top and I can just blur these areas. Now it will look like my base layer of my reference image. Keep going, keep doing it. Your colors will definitely come off, no worries. But if you feel like there is some uh, these particles, pastels, if you can see, simply use a brush to wipe off. Okay. So here you can see, this is how I do. But don't keep blending those particles. If you keep doing it, so it can make your work messy. So once we are done this much, same way we can go here and there and we can do same thing. So first is to achieve the base layer, exact same color which we have in our base. And when you do the background, you will also get idea how much you have to work in your foreground, right? So according to your background, you also fix your foregrounds. Foreground is subject, that is tomatoes. Right? So I'm just roughly going this way and I'm seeing where I can blur the areas to make it like my base tone. So you can see we just started achieving this thing. It is not still close. If you want to make it more close, so then you have to spend more time, right? So it depends. If you are just doing in 2 hours, so you will achieve result um, just like impression kind of work or maybe semi-realism. But if you are looking for realism, so then you have to spend some good time. It is not possible to achieve in 1 hour or 2 hours. When I was teaching this in one of my courses, this background itself, it took at least 5 to 6 hours. To spend some good time with your books. Right? So we have somewhere we have achieved this thing. Now again, same thing. Still, lighter portions are getting okay. But now darker portions are also dark. So now again we have to achieve those darkness. How? You have this pastel, again go and again try to work on those areas. Somewhere you can put heavy pressure, somewhere just add that light impression. And we can make it as realistic as possible. Only thing is you have to spend that much time. If you feel like some textures are there, so what you can do, simply you can just do like this. You will achieve that rough kind of texture. So same thing I'm doing here. I'm just making my pastel flat and I'm just trying to this way on top, right? Same way here. I'm just roughly doing it. No perfection. If it is clean, clean works are immature works. And if you want to make a professional level work, you have to be messy, right? And now if it is looking like sitting on top, okay, how you can make a part of subject? By just dabbing. So dabbing will not affect your work. It will not make it blur. It will not keep your paintings muddy. Layers will be fresh, but it will become part of subject, and you will just notice that now these textures are not loud. So simply you have to take some time. I'm doing fast, but you spend some good time and you have to dab it. Simply dab it. No dragging, no mixing, nothing. So far we have just done layering, and then after fifth or sixth layer, you go with a small circular motion, right? So now again you think like what I should pick next to make it more dark, right? So still I'm going with this color, which is brown, and same thing I'm going to do it here. Like here are more patchy kind of, I can see this way. So again, I can make my pastel flat and just do this way. Leave some of the base tones, okay? And if you want to create that wood kind of texture, just follow that thing, how it is looking. Just follow the line, shape, color, form, value, space, texture, and keep doing it. Same way, let's create one or two textures here, wood kind of textures. And then there is a lot of work when it comes to adding details and final touches. If I get time, so I will show you. Now this much is done. I don't have in my palette, I don't have much darker color. because I have used these colors. All these colors I have used. I have to go more darker. Now, what should I do to go more darker? I have two options. Either I can go with black or I can go with violet. Now let's try which one will go with my reference image. So first I'm going to try with violet only, right? So I will just do this way and let's see how it looks. Okay, so it's little bit hard also, but I have only this color in my set, which can help me to get some darker color. So again, here and there randomly, I can put that dark color wherever I feel like it is there. Even if you don't have the perfect color, perfect shade, if you have the color mixing thing, color mixing knowledge, you will easily able to achieve it. So I'm roughly adding here. Again, you can, for some areas, you can use the back side of pastel like this. So don't worry if it is pink color or red color, or it should be little bit darker than your base color. So my base color, you can see this was my base color, peachy, some kind of yellowish peaches kind of color, salmon pink. And then I have added some little darker color on top. Now this is making my work little different, right? Same way I can add here. So here is lot of black kind of tone. You can see here lot of this kind of impression here, right? So same way I will do, just I will go on top and I will try to leave some gaps here and there, and I will just add on top. With pastels, you don't have to worry if you go wrong. At any stage, we can fix things. Easily it is possible. Only thing is, make sure that you are using this approach. Go from light to darker tone. Never use darker tone in your base. And if you're going with this approach, you can fix your works at any time, right? Okay, so this much done. And now I can use some black on top of my this purple tone. So it will not be too blackish purple, it will be purplish black. And then I am going to use a red on top because I want to make it like this shade, which is brown kind of tone. So how I can get it? Here I will show you a little bit so you will get idea about color mixing. Okay. So if we use, see, if I'm using this, okay, and then if I'm using this, so here what we are doing, color mixing on paper. And then if I go with purple, so you can see it look like a reddish purple, okay. And then again, I will go with this red. So what is happening? You can see darker version of red. And here is a pure red. So this way you can create multiple shades, right? Same way, if I'm going with black, let's say I'm using black and then I'm using this color. So again, we are doing mixing on paper. This is also a way to achieve this color. But then you can see this one and this one is completely different, right? Again, if I go and I select this color that I want to use purple in my base, I use this color, and then again if I use red on top, it will be like purplish red. But what is dominant color here? Red is dominant color. Same way, if you want to use red in your base, I'm showing you color mixing, that same colors, same two colors we are using in different ways. And this is what we are doing with the base. Okay, let's say here I use red color. And then I'm using light hand of purple on top. Now what I can do, again I use base color. Base color is my red. And if I again go and do the color mixing, here you can see this is different kind of red. So same way you can prepare your browns, you can prepare your darker colors, you can prepare anything, right? So that's why we are doing multiple layers and we are doing mixing. See, this color mixing thing is quite broad. It cannot be done in one day. It is just like a this topic we touch at least for 5 days in depth. Okay. So here what I'm telling you, I'm just giving you idea why I'm doing this again and again using these colors. Now, if I add black on top, it will not look like complete flat black, and it will not going to make my paintings flat. So here I'm going on top with light hand, same approach. And here I'm randomly adding, and I'm doing with light hand, okay? You don't have to apply heavy pressure. Just here and there randomly. Again, it will look messy. Multiple stages, you will feel like it is looking messy. It will happen, but this is part of process, right? Now, it's a bad idea if you blend with finger. Again, it can mess your work. So what you have to do, again, pick your pastel. You can pick same brown. This is hard, it's not working. I'll pick another one. Or even I can also use red, the same color that I have shown you. Red, this red. I can use this one. So this is a way to make it dark instead of using flat black color. See? Now we have used multiple colors here, so you will not get one flat color. Same way I'm going to use here. And this is how we approach darker areas. Again, we are not done yet. It will take more time. Same, do that thing. You can use white again and try to fix some of the areas. Now, don't apply white in all the areas. Wherever you feel like you want to keep that darker color, you just leave that area and rest you can cover. So here I feel like I want to apply more white because it is looking like white in that area. So I'm just keep wiping. Again, I'm going to use my brush. Again, we need to dab some of the areas. And if you don't want to use your fingers, so in that case, you can use a blending stuff. So now we are making, when we dab it, so it become part of subject. Again, lighter layers will go more lighter, darker layers will go more darker. And when you are building layers and working on final details and touches, so you have to go more slow, right? So I have this one, I need that white color, monkey white on top. It is this Mungyo color to achieve the results which I feel like few areas are quite darker. So then I have to be slow. Now same problem, we can't apply same day because 5 layers are already done. And you will try to go and add more lighter layer, it is not possible same day, right? So if this Mungyo works, then fine. If not, so we have to stop for that day, right? So here you can see when you add lighter layers on top, then it brings more depth in your work. So some places it is working, some places not because these layers are quite soft. Okay. And then I will go and smudge this way, some of the areas. Keep cleaning. Same way you can work with your colors again, like peach color, same colors you can again apply. But right now it is not possible because we have already applied few layers. And then you do a shading, just like imagine you have pencil in your hand and then you are shading some of areas. Now this is the time consuming process because we have to make sure that every area we are doing it nicely. Keep making it blur, keep dabbing it. These darker layers will go more darker. I will again use this pastel and let's do few of retouches again. Right now this pastel is not working because we have to wait now. And then according to your background, you have to fix the foreground layers. Here, I need to, okay, again, here this is not working. So we have to wait. Let me tap this area. Right? More black will go. But this black is also hard, so it is not working right now. At least we should do one side. Now I'm just doing like a shading. And now I'm doing some blending on top. When we are doing realism, it is completely different approach. We don't go this first because more layers will come. Make sure your fingers are clean when you are working with the lighter areas. Otherwise, it can again affect your tones. So tissue paper should be in your hand always. And I'll show you from distance so that you will get idea how much we have done. So still this area will go more lighter, right? So once I'm done, next day, now this should be my next day step, that I go and clean these area. Again, go on top and again do it. But if I do right now, what will happen? It will completely peel off my base layers and it will spoil my work. I can try with this one, soft, but then it will be too white, right? And we don't want too white. So there is always, we have to understand this thing, that are we overdoing our projects? If we are overdoing, then wait, right? So here also one layer will go of light, so it will go at least 3 to 4 times. It will go lighter, and that I can do only next day, not right now. But I hope you all have good idea that how to approach this kind of work. See, this is also not working much. And if you keep doing, keep working, so you can easily spoil. So if you are using something in your base, it can come multiple times on top. Sometimes you will feel like you need to add more darker colors. Sometimes you will feel you need to add more lighter colors. So it will keep going on, right? And then Once your colors are dry, then you can this way put more colors on top and we can put more details. But the problem is right now we can't do much. So this way you can put textures, but right now it is not possible, right? So I'm just smudging. So more layers will go, at least 4 layers, 5 layers will go more on top, and then this subject will be finished. So here, how to, right now it is blending with my background and foreground are blending together. So I need to do few adjustment here, or I need to do few adjustment here, right? If background is looking dark, make your foreground light. If foreground is looking dark, make your background light. One should be dark, one should be light. Then only you will able to see the result. Otherwise, it will just look like overlapping. I hope you all, okay, which color? I hope this much is clear. Do you have any questions? I will show you on my another screen. See, here colors will be little different than my screen. So it is coming up this way. More layers will go here, at least 4 to 5 layers we have to again apply of lighter shade, and this top section again we have to apply darker brown, then again black, then some purple to make it more darker, right? So there should always be balance. When you are using, just go like this way. First of all, entire area, this area should be like this. So first all the area should be like this, and then if you feel like this area is dark, then you add more layers here, right? Same way here, you look if some areas are darker, so just apply in those areas. I hope you all are getting idea, right? So this is not done yet. I will go more, let me see, Vina, wait. Okay, you did some adjustment to your background, right? Right. So these lines which are like, you have to little bit add some variation in these lines. So with the peach color or pink color, so try to break those flat line, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Red, I can see the wood kind of impression which you have added, that texture, it is looking good. Now dab with your finger and it should look like that part of table, right?
Oh,
Right
okay.
now, it is not done yet, so you need to put more, but you are going in a right way.
Okay.
Yes. So keep dabbing, and when that sharpness will go away, so then your tomatoes will be in more focus.
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else? Any question? Please ask me if you have. If you have any question, please ask, because today is the last day. Neelam, wait, I'm just putting you in spotlight. Okay. Looks good, background is looking good, and I like the approach that you are starting from light to darker tone. Take your time, take good time, and build layers, right? So when you go slow, you come up with more and more realism. And when you try to go fast, what happens? Your layers will be less, and then it will look like a 2D kind of results, right? So good job, keep doing it, and then keep sharing your work, right? Anyone else? You're welcome, Ritu. After this meeting, just please give me a feedback in your group. Just go there and share your feedback. Meanwhile, you finish your painting. I am there for feedback and keep asking me questions, right? Once you do this much, so one day we can plan again, and where I will share with you like what are the exercise that you can do for 15 minutes a day, and that will help you to improve your paintings. Okay?
So the space between the tomatoes is also very dark, right? So it's
Yes.
the same tones of same way we have to build the layers, right?
Yes, same way.
Yeah.
Never put a flat black color. It is
Oh,
quite dark. But if
correct.
we try to put flat black, what will happen? It will immediately make your paintings flat. It will not give you that depth kind of feel. So always, let's say, let's take example. If you're working in this area, darker area, especially these darker areas. So what you do, you can start with your red, you can then, or you can start with your orange, then you can put red, then you can put brown, lighter brown, then you can put darker brown, then you can put maybe this dark violet, and then you put your black. This way you achieve those results, right? So this will help you. Okay. Anyone else? No questions, guys?
So one more question: the edges of the between the basically the tomatoes where it is hitting the wood.
Hmm.
Yeah. At some places there are some white gaps. So where there is a shadow, there is a light this thing that is itself shadow.
Hmm.
But for the other portions, what it should be a continuous line, right? As it is in the picture.
Yes, it should not be a line. Do a shade, somewhere
Okay.
dark, somewhere light. Let's say you are working on the background, right? So somewhere do that darker shade line, somewhere do lighter shade line. So it will look like, it will not look like that you have pasted on top.
Oh,
Otherwise, your tomatoes will look different than your background, right? So this is how you do. And if you're working with tiny areas, so always do this way. Sharp your
right.
pastels and then work on. Take your time, more time, and
Okay.
this way you will get a good work. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, we can end the session. See you again after some time. Do this much, keep sharing your work if you are finishing, so I am here to help you, right? And this is how
Excuse
it
me,
works.
ma'am.
Like these are the
You were
basics.
Excuse me, ma'am. You were
Yeah.
going to discuss some practice exercises.
Yes, I'm going to discuss not right now, otherwise it will be too much of information for you all, right? Let's keep it separately. You first of all finish your work, and then maybe next week we can plan one session where I will teach you how you can work on these. So these details which you have here, those exercise will help you to come up with these kind of details, tiny details and final touches, right? So I'm thinking like if I will give everything today, so it is like where I can share 10 exercise with you or maybe 8 exercise with you. So next session, we will just keep it for exercise only, right?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Probably we can have it on a Friday or a Saturday evening, so it's easier next day. No
Saturday,
working.
we can keep it like Saturday. Friday, I have my business session. So Friday will not be possible, but Saturday we can plan.
Yeah.
Saturday evening, right? Same time, 8 p.m. we can plan. I will announce inside group. Till then, what you do, keep working on your paintings and keep sharing for feedbacks and reviews, right? Yeah. Okay, then. Bye-bye, everyone. Good
Okay. Bye
night.
bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.